The good shepherd leads, he tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young. Isaiah 40:11, you have known leaders who drive. They push, pressure, and prod, using fear, guilt, or manipulation to move you where they want you to go. Perhaps you have been driven by such leaders, or perhaps you have become one yourself, trying to force your own life into shape through sheer willpower. But the Good Shepherd does not drive, he leads. He does not push from behind, he goes before. He does not crack a whip, he calls by name. His leadership is not a lash but a love, and his voice is not a shout but a summons. To be led by the Good Shepherd is to know that you are not abandoned to your own navigation. You do not have to find your own way through the wilderness of this world. You do not have to guess which path leads to life and which leads to destruction. The shepherd knows the way. He knows where the green pastures are and where the still waters wait. He knows where the hidden dangers lurk and where the safe passage lies. And he goes before you, not as a distant guide pointing from afar, but as a present leader who has already walked the path he asks you to walk. Think of the shepherd in the ancient Near East. He did not stand behind the flock shouting directions. He walked at the head, and the sheep followed because they knew his voice. He knew each sheep by name. He knew the weak ones, the wayward ones, the wounded ones. He led them to pasture and to water, but he also led them through dark valleys and past dangerous cliffs. The sheep did not choose the route, the shepherd did. And the sheep trusted because they knew the shepherd's heart. He was not leading them for his own benefit, but for theirs. His leadership was not about his comfort, but about their flourishing. Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. John 10:11. That is the kind of leader you have, not one who uses you for his own agenda, but one who gives himself for your good. Not one who demands that you follow while he stays safe, but one who walks into danger ahead of you. Not one who asks you to go where he has not already gone, but one who has already walked the road of suffering, sorrow, and even death, and walked out the other side in resurrection victory. He leads you not to a place he has not been, but to a place he has already prepared. What does it mean to be led by the Good Shepherd? It means you stop trying to be your own shepherd. You stop relying on your own wisdom to chart your course. You stop panicking when you cannot see the way forward. You stop chasing after every voice that calls your name. Instead, you learn to listen. You learn to recognize his voice. You learn to wait for his leading before you move. And when he leads, you follow, not with perfect understanding, but with perfect trust. Being led by the shepherd means you do not need to know the whole path. The sheep does not need to see the entire route from winter pasture to summer meadow. The sheep needs only to see the shepherd's next step. He goes before, and the sheep follows. You do not need to know what next year holds, or even what tomorrow holds. You only need to know the next step he is asking you to take, and he will show you, not always in dramatic ways, but in the quiet nudges of the Spirit, the settled peace in your heart, the confirmation of his word, the counsel of godly friends. He leads, you follow, one step at a time. Being led by the shepherd also means you trust his timing. Sheep do not rush the shepherd. They do not try to run ahead or lag behind. They stay close, moving at his pace. The good shepherd knows when you need to rest and when you need to move. He knows when the pasture is safe and when the valley is necessary. He knows when to lead you through stillness and when to lead you through storm. Your job is not to set the pace. Your job is to stay near. He is not slow because he is indifferent. He is slow because he is gentle. He carries the lambs close to his heart and gently leads those that have young. His pace is the pace of love. And when you wander, because sheep do wander, the good shepherd comes after you. He does not write you off. He does not replace you with a more faithful sheep. He leaves the 99 and searches until he finds you. And when he finds you, he does not scold you or drive you. He lifts you onto his shoulders, rejoicing, and carries you home. That is how he leads, not with a whip, but with a rescue, not with condemnation, but with celebration. Today, if you feel lost, if you feel pressured, if you feel driven by the demands of life or the expectations of others, stop. Listen. The Good Shepherd is calling your name. His voice is not harsh, it is tender. His leading is not heavy. It is gentle, He is not pushing you from behind. He is going before you, preparing the way. You do not need to strive. You do not need to force the doors open. You need to follow, and following is not about effort. It is about trust. It is about staying close enough to hear his voice and obedient enough to move when he moves. You are not a lost sheep wandering without direction. You are not a leaderless soul stumbling through the dark. You have a shepherd. He is good, he is wise, he is strong, and he is leading you not to a place of destruction, but to a place of abundance. Green pastures, still waters, a table prepared in the presence of your enemies, a cup that overflows. Goodness and mercy following you all the days of your life, and ultimately a dwelling in the house of the Lord forever. Trust the shepherd, follow his voice, do not run ahead, do not lag behind, stay close, he knows the way. And he will lead you home.